I'm going to give a play-by-play on the clutch world record speedrun and explain to you what's going on. Let's start this video now. Doom Eternal Ultra Nightmare 100% perma-death speedrunning has hit possibly the last big milestone it will ever hit for the hour. 1 hour, 59 minutes, 50 seconds by Xiae. Today we're going to talk about why this is such a big deal, what actually it is, and then I'm going to take you on a little trip through the very end of his run. It is the most clutch run that you're going to see this year. Yes, that's a dad joke. My name is Allstin. Let's dive right in. So first of all, what is this? Ultra Nightmare in Doom Eternal is permadeath. You die once, and you have to restart the campaign. Your save gets deleted. In this speedrun, you also have to get 100%. That means mastering all your weapons and challenges, collecting everything, and doing it all in one life, under 2 hours. This is the restricted category, which is important because it's actually 2 to 3 minutes slower than unrestricted, it seems. This is basically like as close to glitchless as you're going to get in a Doom speedrun, which I ran 2016, and in Eternal there is no true glitchless. This is what you think of when you think of Doom, Xiae says. It's the old no major glitches style. You cannot do things like despawning fights, which means skipping an arena, doing the fast travel mechanic to come back, and then instantly getting your points. You can't do different out of bounds quote-unquote things to get an advantage that way, slope boost to send yourself flying across the sky. This is as close to glitchless as you can get, and Xiae and DrakePHOSE have been really trying to narrow this thing down and really iron it out, and it paid off. Because beforehand, nobody thought this would happen. I mean, under 2 hours, 10 minutes would be a stellar run, and yet we now get an hour and 59.50? See, Xiae had 2:06 before this, and I had a little conversation with him, so I'm going to read to you some of the things that he said. He said that it was probably 200 plus attempts from the 2:06. They ended up at a 2:02 and a 99% run. One headshot away of the Precision Bolt Mastery from a 2 hour and 10-second run. Now this run right here had 3 BFG crashes, and if you've never played Doom, that is basically when you fire the most powerful gun in the game and you get a crash in the game basically to your desktop. So he had to fight that and lost 40 to 50 seconds worth. It's a whole lot better though than the old rules that said a BFG crash would invalidate the run. So at least he only lost a little bit of time. He didn't really have much else to say as far as the run, but he just wanted to thank the Doom speedrunning community because it is a culmination of everybody's work, and he really was excited to get this thing happening. Now, I want to take you through the very end of his run and talk about what made it so clutch. And when I watched it, like, the old saying, why buy the whole seat when you're only going to need the edge, comes through ever so truly here. And remember, the longer you press subscribe on the screen, the stronger the channel becomes. I want you to keep in mind as you watch this that a skill that the top players have is keeping it cool when everything seems to be falling apart. I did a great video on Zero Master and how he does it, and Xiae does it extremely well. You'll see why in the run. I'm not going to spoil it. You gotta see it for yourself. So let's take a look at that run now. So we'll see that he takes the jump pad and he comes to the top. Check this out. You're going to see some really cool movement tech in here. He uses the Revenant to come up and Ballista Boost backwards to go to this final arena. He makes very quick work of it, and if you know Doom or if you don't know Doom, you can still appreciate this speed run regardless because of everything that goes into it. He knows exactly where everything is going to spawn and exactly what he's going to use to deal with it. See? Perfect planning. Now this is really cool. You have to watch this. As soon as he clears out the final enemies, he's 1 mastery point. There you go. He got his mastery. Watch this. We see a very quick cutscene play. Someone in chat says, don't jinx it. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the whole run. Get ready. All right, here he goes. The only hints of Revenant. Watch this. He's going to use a meat hook and something else, the weapon wheel, to negate the need for a high FPS, which he already has, sending him flying across and then scooting on up the side of that mountain. Well, it's really a side of a building. It may as well be a mountain here. So he's doing all of his masteries, using his tokens, and very quickly menuing. That's some quick menu speed. He knows exactly what he needs to do, when, where, and what to get these masteries and menuing done. He goes all the way through. He hits probably escape to make things faster so he doesn't see animations play in those menus that he uses. He uses the BFG most powerful gun. It will take off any piece of the icon, the boss here, with a hit. He pulls up the shield and does 10,000. When you have the shield up and you hit with the BFG on the boss, that will give you 10,000 points to your shield, and you need 20,000 to mastery of damage. So the damage from the BFG counts toward that shield mastery. If you've not played Doom before, basically he is mastering something of a weapon very quickly. And you see he's got very, very solid execution on hitting each of these body parts that he's supposed to explode. Now he's playing on an older version of the game, So he gets stun locked into his animation. The boss does. You'll see he put the saving throw on in case he dies. The boss, while he's waiting for his animations to play out, which has been fixed in future versions, is getting a mastery toward his gun. I just want you to think about it. He's getting a mastery right here for his gun for the 100% category, and he's at the final boss of the game. How close do you have to cut it? Well, when you're at the top level and you're really performing like this, you have to be able to do things that other people are not willing to do and take these chances that most of us would not even dream of in order to get those best times. He is wasting nothing, grabbing the full power up here in just a second, using that downtime that he has to wait for that animation to play out to get his masteries. But did you notice it wasn't done yet? What will he do next? See, now when the icon, this boss, first starts, he will have the same movement for each part of the beginning. So notice he can basically have a routine that he shoots these big BFG blasts and hit them the same way every time because the boss behaves that way when he starts out. Now the head does not die to one BFG, but it's also awfully pretty close. So if you're not familiar with Doom, just know that everything is so procedurally routed and so thought out, just like any speedrun. And look, this is risky. Watch his damage, watch his health. He tanks a very damaging shot to use that crucible sword to hit the arm of the icon. This is permadeath. That's risky. He has to have enough health and armor going in. He has to make sure he doesn't die out to be able to withstand that shot. Now look, I want you to look at this here, okay? He's got 7 out of 8 parts destroyed, and it's still not done on the mastery. He has 5 health. The saving throw rune has just saved him as he continues to get the mastery while healing from the blow. Now he just got the mastery. This is it. He's got the one last piece, and that is almost all. We're going to see the 8th one fall here in just a second, and now he has to wait. Boom! He's able to finish the fight. Normally, when the icon boss is on one of the sides or he's in the middle of attacking, like on the sides, you have to let these animations of the attacks finish in order for him to die. So that's why if you've played this game and you kill the icon and you thought, well, I got 8 out of 8, why didn't he die? He's got to finish those animations to be able to end the fight. You can technically die until this cutscene plays. I have seen people die after killing the boss, but because they didn't finish the animation, they lose their run. This is crazy. 1 hour, 59 minutes, 50 seconds has never been done before. And I don't know how much lower it can go. You know what? I'm not going to say I don't know how much lower it's going to go. You never say never in speedrunning, because for all we know, there could be some kind of amazing glitch found and just completely wreck the category. Look at Ocarina of Time. Half the run's cutscenes. Although I will say with a pretty high level of confidence, this is the final hour barrier that we will ever see in Ultra Nightmare. We took it down from a little over 3 hours, and now a whole hour has been shaved off, and now we're under 2. It's completely crazy this is even here, but to get it under 1 hour would be a little too much unless some game-breaking bug is found, or we get some kind of after Christmas miracle, which, hey, like I said, never say never. While Doom is eternal, Xiae's time is definitely not eternal because it's really fast. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you like more game design and analysis for Doom and FPS, and come to the Discord, talk to me there. I'm there every single day. My name's Allstin. Thank you so much for watching.